Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the essential tools you need, not just to achieve ADA compliance for your websites, but maybe more importantly, how to sustain it. And look, our mission here is pretty straightforward. We want to show you there isn't, a single magic button or tool for this. Real compliance needs a strategic stack, a set of tools picked for your team, your size, your budget.
Exactly. To really succeed, you need to cover all the bases. We found there are about 6 crucial categories your toolkit, your stack, has to cover.
Okay, what are they?
Right. So you've got
Yeah.
testing and auditing, first off,
Yeah.
then remediation and management.
Yeah.
After that, continuous monitoring. Developer support is key.
Yeah.
Assistive technology testing, definitely. And finally, handling your content and PDF workflows.
Wow, okay. 6 categories.
Yeah. If you miss one of those pieces, you're leaving yourself vulnerable.
Got it. So let's unpack that, maybe starting with the foundation. Testing and auditing sounds like where it begins, finding the problems, checking against WCAG, the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. Right.
That's the benchmark, yes. And for tools here, well, for quick spot checks, maybe educating teams. Everyone knows Wave by WebAIM,
Oh, yeah, the browser extension.
right? It's free, visual, really good for that initial look. But for serious engineering teams, you probably need something like Axe DevTools.
Axe. How's that different?
Axe is built with developers in mind. It integrates right into the browser's developer tools, and crucially, it's designed to plug into CI/CD pipelines, continuous integration, continuous deployment.
Ah, so catching things earlier, the shift left idea.
Exactly. You're embedding checks while the code is actually being written. The goal is stopping defects before they even get to QA, let alone production.
That prevention focus feels really important. Okay, but what about fixing things that are already broken? That's remediation and management, right?
Yeah.
This feels like where things get messy. There's often that trade-off, isn't there? Speed versus doing it properly.
Oh, absolutely. And what's really fascinating is when speed becomes the only priority, you see these overlay tools popping up everywhere. Accessibility is one people mention.
Right, the overlays. They seem fast to install.
They are fast to install, but the sources we looked at are pretty clear. They're limited. They're actually quite controversial in the accessibility community.
Yeah.
At best, they're like a temporary Band-Aid.
Wait, if they're limited, why are they so common then? Why not just fix the code?
Well, it often comes down to perceived difficulty, maybe budget, and definitely marketing. Overlays promise a quick visual fix, but the problem is they don't actually fix the underlying code structure,
Ah.
which means they often fail when someone tries to use the site with actual assistive technology or during manual testing. Real compliance, the kind that stands up, needs those code-level fixes, and you have to validate those fixes.
Okay, validation. That sounds like where assistive technologies come in?
Precisely. You can't skip manual testing with the actual tools people use. For budget-conscious teams, NVDA is essential. It's a free, powerful screen reader for Windows.
Good starting point.
Definitely. But for more comprehensive professional checks, sort of the industry standard, you'll likely need to look at JWS, which is a commercial product.
Okay, NVDA and JWS for manual checks. Now, how do you pull this all together? You mentioned tailoring the stack. Let's talk resources. Say you're a small business, maybe low cost is the main driver. What's the right size toolkit look like then?
Yeah, good question. For a smaller setup, keep it simple. Lean on the free tools. Use that Wave extension we mentioned, maybe Google's Lighthouse, which has accessibility checks built in. Get NVDA for screen reader testing. And something like the color contrast analyzer tool.
And the goal there?
The goal is catching the big, obvious issues and focusing on fixing your main website templates. Template-level compliance gives you a lot of bang for your buck initially.
Makes sense. But what about the other end? Big companies, enterprise level, governance and scale become huge issues there, right? That's where monitoring and content workflows must fit in.
Absolutely. For enterprise, you're looking at a core governance platform. Think tools like Siteimprove or Level Access. These are built for scale.
So what do they do?
They handle that continuous monitoring piece, scanning maybe thousands, hundreds of thousands of pages automatically, tracking progress, generating reports, providing audit trails. They also help manage the governance side, like ensuring content creators follow rules or that PDFs are properly tagged before they get uploaded.
So it's like the central command center.
Kinda, yeah. You'd still use tools like Axe in the development workflow down in the trenches, but the platform provides that program-level oversight and reporting.
Okay, this is starting to form a picture, but let's talk pitfalls. What trips people up? Where do these compliance efforts often go wrong?
2 big things constantly come up. First, the automation-only mindset. Just running a scanner and calling it done.
Right, we already touched on that.
Yeah, automated tools, they're great, But they only catch, what, maybe 30–40% of WCAG issues on a good day? You have to include manual testing, period, and user testing if possible.
Okay, so automation isn't enough. What's the second pitfall?
Tool sprawl. What one team uses Wavy, another uses Axe with certain rules, maybe marketing bought a different scanner, it becomes chaos. Trying to reconcile reports from 5 different scanners using slightly different rules, it's a nightmare.
Like herding cats.
Exactly. You waste so much time arguing about which report is right instead of fixing things. You need to standardize your rule sets, pick your core tools, and stick to them.
So the bottom line here really seems to be choosing that right-size toolkit, one that fits your team, your tech stack, your processes.
That's it. And success isn't just about the tools you buy. It's about pairing good automation with essential manual testing, yes, but also training your people and having clear, documented workflows. It's the integration into how you work.
Integrating the process, not just plugging in a tool. Okay, so looking ahead,
Yeah.
as you, the listener, think about your next steps, what's on the horizon, I was thinking about emerging trends. AI is everywhere.
Right.
Could AI change how we handle some of this? Like AI-assisted detection for things like alt text seems plausible, maybe even helpful.
It's definitely something people are working on. Getting alt text right is tricky and time-consuming. If AI can reliably help generate accurate descriptions, that could be huge.
And combine that with more shift-left thinking, maybe accessibility checks right in the design tools before code is even written. It feels like we could move from just fixing defects to actually preventing most of them.
That's the dream, isn't it? Prevention over remediation.
It is.
Huh.
And here's a thought to leave you with. If AI gets really good at core detection tasks and checks are built into design tools, does manual accessibility testing eventually become, I don't know, a much more specialized niche skill? Will intelligent automation handle the bulk of it? Something to think about.